It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, South,
Everywhere.
East,
Where you at?
and West,
Huh?
Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rule.
Act the fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Be grown in the crime called Prima, Fur, and Deja Rule, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act the fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Nigga can't be mad cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking problem, knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, I'm into son, got artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. I am the Asia, the assistant principal. Down below me, you have Supreme Ra, the principal. And to this side of me, you have Heezy, the dean of all things hip hop. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Oh man, all good. Ready for the show. You know what I'm saying? We back again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all left me hanging last week, but you know what I mean?
We all back in the saddle together. I really appreciated being able to sit back and watch the show last week. It was an awesome show.
It was cool, man.
Yes, indeed. So y'all know how we do each and every week. We start off with a hip hop trivia question. This week, hip hop trivia question is brought to you by our sponsors: Supreme's Pull Up, Art by Chung G, the Uhuru Academy, Lit and Leisure Travel, and the Death of Deasia. This week, hip hop trivia question is: who was the first famous rapper to go to prison? Again, who was the first famous rapper to go to prison?
Why you looking
Try
like
to answer
that,
that question throughout the duration of the show down in the comments, and we will reveal the answer towards the end of the show. With that being said, class is in session.
What's the problem? What's the problem, Prem? Looking like you don't like that trivia question or something.
Hey, man, do y'all thing.
Oh, he feels some type of way. Make you feel some type of way, you'll be all right.
Hey, but you know what I mean? There's been a lot of rappers who done got locked up over the years. So if y'all could think back, who was really the first one in the news kind of to you know what I mean, to get locked up and have a case and you know what I mean? All that kind of shit. So if y'all know, if y'all got some guesses, go ahead and drop down in the comments. Yes,
indeed. So it's been a lot going on in the media space this week. And it's been a lot of court cases. We have the Tory Lanez case with the Megan Thee Stallion shooting going on. The trial has started with that. More details came out with that. We also have Gunna in the courtroom in regards to the RICO case that took place in Atlanta with Young Thug and members of YSL. We have Gunna in the courtroom making statements. So it's a whole lot of legal actions going on, but we're gonna get into that later on in the show. Right now, we want to talk about some of the we want to get the nuanced things out of the way because there has been some other crazy stuff that has been going on in the media, such as Diddy came out not too long ago and said that he has a newborn child. And it's not by Young Miami, aka Carisha. And so a lot of people were saying that Carisha was pressed and felt some type of way because he had a baby by another woman. So she was being antagonized on social media. One of the people who were very vocal about Carisha's situation was DJ Akademiks. So DJ Akademiks took to his platform and called Carisha a side chick. From there, this social media Twitter beef took place between DJ Akademiks and Carisha. And a lot of people were saying that Carisha is a side chick, even though her and Diddy are actually not in a relationship. What y'all think about that?
I don't know. My thoughts on the whole thing. I think Diddy might be trying to catch up with Nick Cannon or something. You know what I'm saying? I think you see Nick Cannon doing his thing. I think he trying to throw his thing out there. You know what I'm saying? He trying to catch up. That's my only thought. So I don't really know what's going on with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really pay no attention to Carisha and their relationship.
Well, they already made it quite clear they just friends. So that ends the side chick debate. They just friends, man. You know, they help each other out and do things for each other, like friends do.
Yeah, and they're non-monogamous. So the thing is what a lot of people don't understand. Even if Carisha did care, non-monogamous relationships are not void of feelings. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have feelings towards a person. It just means that you're honest and you're letting everybody know that you're not trying to be with one person. And they both seem to agree with that relationship dynamic. So I don't see the issue. My problem that I have with people is they think that when someone responds, it means that they're pressed. People are not going to just sit back all the time and act like Beyonce and let you attack them and they don't say anything. Everybody ain't cut like that. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't cut like that. You got this hood chick on the internet with all access to what is being said about her, and you think she's not going to respond. It's not. Sometimes it's about the principle. It ain't even the circumstance. It's the principle. Like, it ain't what you saying when you dissing, it's the principle. You get what I'm saying? Like, I probably don't care about the situation that you're saying that I care about, but I do care that you fucking with me, though. You know what I'm saying? Right. I have a right to respond and protect myself in the event that I am getting attacked by the internet.
Basically, man, keep fucking with me, man. You ain't gonna be fucking with me by a goddamn time.
Exactly. That's how I look at it. But moving right on along, you know, people nutting everywhere. Glorilla. Man, listen, I had to shake my head at this one, y'all, because you know, Memphis, we got to hold the L on this one.
Memphis got to hold the L.
Okay. A lip service with Angela Yee, and they was talking about the most freakiest thing that they've done in the bedroom, and Glorilla came up with this wild ass story, which is hard for me to believe that that's something she did, but it's also hard for me to believe that you imagined something that wild, because I never would have even thought about telling somebody that I like for my man to ejaculate on the food that I'm eating and then I eat my food.
Yeah, that's
a bucket right there.
Hey, that's a major L for Memphis. I don't know what, you know, every week it seems like she's saying something outlandish. I think she came out and said she was just playing, but you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I don't even know how you can even think of some shit like that to say. And you know what I'm saying? That shit right there, I could have went my whole life without ever hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I don't know what the fuck she had on her mind. And
that's if she is, don't swallow, that's cool. But you don't let that hit the air. As soon as it hits your throat, you just gulp it. You don't taste nothing. You just gulp it. You don't sit around and play with it. You get what I'm saying? Once it hit the air, it is no good. It is expired. You do not eat it then. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, no, you don't tell people that's what you do. That's just a shot. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing you just sit around and just dangle around and babysit and drink. That ain't how you do that. You know? That ain't how you do that. I ain't gonna tell y'all how everything's supposed to go. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but no, you do not sit there and just use it as a compliment.
I'm just saying, to me, that sounds like some Brad and some Becky shit. I don't know where she got that shit from. I ain't never heard nobody doing that shit. Yeah, hold that L though, Memphis. That's on y'all.
Supreme, you got something to say about it because you looking like you're completely disgusted.
I know when to get in where I fit in. I know when to mind my business. Next.
Yes, indeed. So, getting into the juicy stuff. DJ, but no, before we get into the juicy stuff, I want to talk about this first since we're talking about Memphis. Did y'all see that video where Grove Hero, dude with the little DJ Paul arm, he had slapped Lil Migo in the airport?
Yeah. So was that some real shit though? That was a real You know what I'm saying? That was a real event. That wasn't no stage shit. Because I
Nah,
don't see
he
how the, I don't
basically
see how
came
the
up to
fuck.
him and told him stand on what you speak on and slap
Man,
the
listen,
man.
I don't see how the fucking nigga with one arm or one working arm could slap me and get away with it. That shit would never happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? Especially in a public place. Hell no.
But you know, when people got disabilities, what the thing that they are able to work with, it be strong as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, fuck that.
That's why you that good arm said batter up.
But listen though, and he recorded. So how he recording it with his is he recording with his fucked up arm or is he recording it with the
He probably had the phone in his hand like this right here. He probably was like this recording it. You couldn't holler. It wasn't like it was stable, so he had the phone like this right here. And he just slapped the man. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, that motherfucker been like that forever, so he probably know how to work that motherfucker, I guess.
Yeah, he do. And
I
I
ain't
don't
got.
know if the arm don't work. I'm thinking it is some functionality to the arm. I think it's still he could still grip something or whatever.
Again, I know we're gonna get in. I know we're just mind my business. We're not finna have the American Disability Act people on our ass.
No, we support like they not finna be on us because the thing is listen, they don't want to be treated different, so we
How,
not going to cover them differently.
how the nigga
You
hold the
know,
phone?
he held this phone like he was holding his phone like this, recording, and I that's how it was though. Y'all wanted to see how the man was able to do it all at once. That's how
We
he was able.
understand that. We get it. He pulled that one off, didn't he? The nigga was probably so shocked and flabbergasted. He didn't know what the fuck. Like he didn't expect little chink chink wing to do that to him, man.
I
Man, I
guess
would
not,
feel
man.
like
Hey, but ain't no nigga, hey, can't do that to me and get away with it. Not a nigga
no,
with two working arms, especially not a nigga with one working arm. Fuck that.
I done went the windmilling on his ass. It
Oh,
wouldn't have been no
it's all work. It just little.
hmm.
Hey,
It's all work. It just little.
hey,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, he'll catch his itcher for doing it to me.
The nigga got away with it though. Speaking of Dolph, R.I.P. Dolph, you know what I'm saying? They just dropped that new Dolph album today. And that shit was hard too. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't checked it out, check out that new Dolph.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
I ain't heard it yet, but I'm gonna listen to it.
yeah, that shit hard.
Yes, indeed. So I had seen that Akademiks and Lil Baby had got into it as well.
I didn't really know what they even got into it about. I know Akademiks was talking shit.
They say academics say Lil Baby got in his DM and said put the addy up. You can pull up.
For what though?
Cause they've been talking shit for about a couple months now.
Oh, for real?
So he said that Lil Baby got an inbox like, nigga, you a bitch or some shit. So he said he gave me the address and Lil Baby never pulled up.
Hey, so who y'all think would win a fight though between Lil Baby and Akademiks? If it came down to it, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas.
Ain't no telling, man.
I don't know. I think Akademiks might get him. You know what I'm saying? But Lil Baby look like he been in the gym a little like, but I don't know.
Ain't no telling these days, man.
That's some silly ass shit.
Academics.
I don't think that DJ Akademiks can fight.
I don't know.
He don't seem like the type that can
I wouldn't
actually
think so
fight.
I
either.
don't know, man. I don't never underestimate a nigga by looking at it, man. I done seen some of the weakest looking niggas put hands on some of the most toughest, ferocious looking niggas. So I don't know, man. You gotta be ready.
That's a fact.
Yeah, for me, it ain't even the way he look. It's just the way he act that makes me believe that he ain't really about that life. He ain't got no hands for real. I think he's the type of person, if it became a situation where it was about to get physical, he gonna try to talk it out. and rationalize and be like, hey, brother, you know, it's just the internet. You can't take things on the internet serious.
I could see
You
that
know,
definitely.
he seemed like he the type of person that'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure.
He'll get you all the way to that point.
Yeah.
Then he wanna, you know, be the bigger person, but he the one be starting the most shit.
Kind of like Charlemagne.
You got a thing with Charlemagne, and that's crazy because I like Charlemagne. You don't like Charlemagne.
Why you say I got a thing?
Because I don't think you like Charlemagne. You don't like Charlemagne.
Either way, you know, he you know, I don't dislike him or like him. He a whole ass nigga, but I don't dislike him. You know, he do his thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't got no hate
I like
for him. He do his thing, you know. I like some of the shit he say. Some of the shit be some bullshit.
Yeah. He done got to the point where it seems like he don't think too much about what he say like he used to. I could say that much. But I like Charlemagne.
I really don't like nobody in the Breakfast Club like that.
Yeah, me either. That's all. I ain't really saying that. I don't really fuck with Charlemagne. I mean, none of the motherfuckers, but you know, he be saying some good shit every now and then that I just don't really.
I ain't even watched Drink Champ since the Kanye shit.
Shit, me either. To be honest,
I haven't either.
Cause I was a fan of Drink Champs, man, but now it just don't seem right, man.
Yeah, it's just something about it. Damn, that's crazy.
I don't watch 85 South either since they took my boy off they shit.
I had stopped watching 85. Well, with 85 South Show, that is one of the things that kind of irritated me when it seems like it be too much goofy stuff sometimes. But I like Carlos Miller. I like Carlos Miller, man. Like real, you know.
I like all of them as comedians, you know. But as far as they podcast, man, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, man.
Yeah, it happens.
It's crazy, you know. It seems like a lot of these podcasts and shit is going through changes. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of all at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of podcasts, I see Gilly and Wallow. They doing a lot of big things. They get keys to the city.
Oh yeah.
They are getting endorsements and they all on two. Yeah, they doing their thing, man. We on our way though. We on our way.
Y'all seen that clip where Wallow, where it was Gilly was talking about how, you know, back in the day he'll come on a block and people are scattered, and then Wallow was like, when was that? Was I in prison? Was nobody leaving? They was talking to us. It'd be so funny because I'm gonna tell you what I love about Gilly and Wallow is that they don't mind busting each other out, and it'd be hilarious.
Right. Like, I fuck with them though. I fuck with them.
Yeah. So down to the legal stuff. So Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, they're in court regarding the shooting.
Here we go.
A whole lot of details are coming out, and y'all remember when Megan Thee Stallion went on the Gayle King show and she was asked whether or not she had relations with Tory Lanez, and she said no, and then come to find out she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which we all knew.
You don't kiss and tell.
Yeah, so come to find out she done messed with Tory Lanez, allegedly the baby, allegedly Ben Simmons after her friend Kelsey. This is what I don't understand is I don't understand the relevancy of who she slept with other than trying to get the what's that called when they try to get the like the reason for the crime. What's that called?
Motive.
They try to be finding out the motive. So I could understand that, but all of these other men that they had went the name, and I just didn't understand why that needed to be revealed, unless it was one of those things to show that Kelsey involvement may have been because Megan allegedly slept with those men behind her back, and they were supposed to be friends, so they could kind of tie all that together as to why there was an
Yeah.
altercation to begin with.
That's probably what it was. That's what it sounded like to me. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe. You know, that's the only thing I could think of in that case. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this, man. I've been riding with Team Meg till the verdict come down. I'm gonna say that nigga shot her. All the in between shit. Who was sleeping with who was this and that. The woman got shot. I think that nigga pulled the trigger.
I don't know. Like I said,
So if the verdict say different, then shit, I'm gonna go like, man, hey man, nigga didn't do it.
yeah,
I don't mind backpedaling and say, hey man, I was wrong.
I don't really know, but like I say, from what I've been hearing and what it sounded like to me is, like I said a few months ago when we talked about it, it sounded like Tory Lanez just wasn't saying nothing because it sounded like old girl. It sounded like to me, old girl was the one that did it, and that's to me, that's what it's starting to come out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it started to sound like. You know what I'm saying? And to me, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to the title of the show, the snitching or not snitching. So this is a case of a motherfucker not snitching and getting his, or possibly, you know what I'm saying, if that's the case, him not saying nothing, and he been in all this controversy and everybody been on his ass, you know what I'm saying, because everybody think he did it. If he didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't said nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? This whole saying something, not saying something, it can go both ways, you know what I'm saying? So
if he didn't do it, right, and he's staying down, we finna find out which one pays. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you didn't do it and you still get found guilty, how the fuck is that? I don't know.
No, I ain't talking about then not getting found guilty. I'm talking about getting found not guilty. You
know I'm saying, what if he get found guilty and he could have said something, but he didn't want to?
Oh yeah.
Like if he didn't do it,
yeah,
and she did it,
right?
But they say you did it anyway, but you ain't supposed to tell. You finna tell it. You know what I'm saying, bro? What the fuck is that, man?
Well, this was my theory, and I talked about this on months
But
ago.
hold on, Dick. Let me ask you something. What you gonna do if you didn't do it, and you know I did it, and they say you finna go to? They're accusing you. You gonna snitch on me?
Y'all know I told y'all I'm not taking no charges. yeah. I ain't taking. Listen, I ain't taking no charge. I'm too old for that. Y'all should have caught me 20-some years old when it was beneficial, and I could go sit down for about 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be straight because you the money man. Yeah. At this old age, no, hell no. Listen.
So, but you got people that will say, you got a lot of people out here who stick to this code and says that even if Tory Lanez knows he didn't do it,
right?
No matter what they offer this nigga and accuses the nigga, and even get convicted, he ain't supposed to say she did it. That's deep to me.
Lying to me. Look, this is my theory on the whole thing, and I said this some months ago, right? So Kelsey was dealing with Tory. Meg come behind Kelsey back, sleeps with the guy that her best friend is sleeping with. So the best friend and the dude wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it's kind of like Tory is really, let's say Tory's supposed to be Kelsey man. Kelsey's supposed to be loyal to Meg because that's her best friend. Fight break out. Kelsey end up shooting her. Tory, he know he wrong because he shouldn't have, he done slept with the girl best friend. Meg knows she wrong for sleeping with her best friend, man. Now it's kind of like we were wrong for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it would be messed up for us to turn around and be like, yeah, she did it. So without all of the evidence being out or whatever, okay, we just gonna keep it to where it is, because now Tory not thinking, Meg, she thinking on the spot. I ain't gonna say this man got a gun because the police hot, they might shoot him. Tory thinking Meg not gonna file charges or whatever the case may be. They think they good, but here it is, the state pick it up. So now you gotta deal with the situation at hand because you thinking, okay, this happened in a moment. You're not pressing charges. We had that conversation. Boom. You're not pressing charges. We gonna keep it what it is. I think what happened with Meg Thee Stallion was something made her feel some type of way. Maybe she sobered up from being drunk, couldn't figure her story out, got too much public attention and people on social media having something to say. And I think that her coming out, speaking on it was an emotional response based on the social media speculating on things. I think that's what blew it out of proportion.
Yeah. Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if Kelsey was the one waving that pistol. I wouldn't be surprised. Once she look around, she know that, oh, Tory shot me or whatever. But
yeah, but
I honestly
again,
think it was Kelsey. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Yeah, and then that's another case too of not snitching if it was, and Megan know that it was her if it was her, and she ain't say it was her. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? She's sticking to some kind of code too if that's the case.
And then guess what? She asked for immunity to take the stand.
Yeah,
right. Asked for immunity.
Right, because it's a fact that they got text messages saying this nigga offered money to them not to say shit. I think that Kelsey took the money. That's why she asked for immunity, man.
Okay. She asked for immunity, but then she takes the stand and she's talking about she's pleading the fifth and all of that.
Yeah. So I mean she don't want to say nothing. She done took the money. It's a big old mess for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Some old hip hop soap opera shit.
Love
I want them to get this wrapped up by Wednesday because this
has been going on. Yeah, for what? Over a year now, right?
Yeah. Damn it too, right?
It's like 2 years, ain't it?
Damn, for real? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's about to come to it. I guess we're about to see what's gonna
happen. Kwaku Sankofa.
Kwaku Sankofa, Milwaukee.
The exposed witness went to consult her notes, but the defense moved on and that question never got answered. Okay. Well, I'm not finna sit here and act like I went to law school or anything like that. Because I don't know what that means.
Shout out Kwaku. What's up, brother?
Y'all forgive my cough. I'm a little under the weather.
So good.
Out the EGBGs.
Hey, but check this out though. You know what I'm saying? On that note too though, do y'all think as far as Megan Thee Stallion go, do y'all think it's gonna affect her career, this whole thing? Or do y'all think it has affected her career in a negative or positive way?
Of course, it takes up time when she could be out making money. You know what I'm saying? And she steady gotta defend herself. But the people who fuck with her gonna fuck with her.
Well, you don't think
she ain't losing no fans, she ain't game. The people that already hated her gonna continue to hate her.
What about Tory Lanez?
Same thing. Yeah.
I think that
it's hard to be not fucked with forever with social media. I done seen niggas do the most whole shit and still come back with people with open arms and they sell music and they make money. They can bounce back from anything, man. People they gonna forgive you or they gonna forget.
Hey, that's what we're gonna get to it in this next topic. But yeah, go ahead.
As far as how it affects her career, I think that it has negatively impacted her reputation. Not so much as to, I think it's a lot of the details that came out. I mean, she is a woman, and unfortunately, the way people look at women being sexually liberated and doing their thing is totally different than how they look at men. That just is what it is. There's just a double standard that we just got to live with. That we just got to accept the fact that in life there are some double standards, and rationalizing with it ain't gonna make it go away. And then, she done came out and said that Party done got embarrassed by, her history and everything. So I do think that in a sense it can negatively impact her because a lot of people, they didn't believe her. Now, hopefully, I don't know. I want just the truth to come out. The thing is, at the end of the day, she was injured. She was injured at the end of the day. That's the most important part of it. Yeah. It doesn't matter whether if she was turned around, to be honest with you, I really don't care about who did it. Somebody did it and it shouldn't have been done. But because people are not going to look at it the way that I look at it, at the end of the day, you turned around and something is happening to you. You're going to point out, you might not get the person right. And that's what going to trial and court or whatever is for, to get the truth. So if they hang it over her head and be like, well, Meg, you're a liar because he didn't do it. I don't think that's fair because it's a situation where she wasn't even looking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was turned around. So I don't think it was one of those things where she just tried to pin this on this guy or anything like that. That's who she think did it. And that's who she said did it. Now, do I think that the girl did it? I do. But I don't think it should affect Meg if it come out that Tory didn't do it. But if it does, it's gonna affect her negatively.
Yeah, probably so. Because like you said, for the longest, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers been talking shit, you know what I'm saying, especially niggas in particular. You know what I'm saying, been talking shit, like you said, saying shit.
What is that, y'all? What do y'all? Why is niggas so angry at Meg Thee Stallion? Man. Like ever since she came out, it's a certain.
I was about to say even before this shit happened. You know what I'm
saying? It's a certain population of black men that just don't like the despise. What is it?
I'm talking about they be saying she a man. You know what I'm saying? All that old type of shit, just stupid. I think it's, you know what I'm saying, it just be probably them bitter ass niggas that be, you know what I'm saying, these same old niggas, Kevin Samuels, disciples and shit like that, who just be bitter at women, at independent women and women doing their thing and speaking out, you know what I'm saying, talking a certain way, rapping a certain way, shit like that, because they probably done got kicked to the side by one of them kind of women, you know what I'm saying, or shit like that, or was raised by one of them kind of women. It was kind of maybe was done wrong, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
I was watching what's her name? Deb Waka Flocka Mama. She did an interview on Mab Hoffa.
Yeah.
And she was dissing the new generation of female rappers.
Was she? I see that one.
Yeah, she sounded like Remy Ma shit, hating shit. And it was just niggas in the comment, thank you. Finally, some woman has said it. Oh my God. Bring back bars. So I'm like, well, these niggas here, boy. Yeah, it's sad shit going on.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of men that just hate to see a black woman win. It's just simple what it is. Especially you're beautiful and talented.
And outspoken.
Right. And you saying some shit, you talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, motherfuckers hate that shit.
That's crazy. Take us into the next subject. I don't know what the hell going on with my coughing.
With your who?
My coughing. I keep coughing.
Okay.
Y'all don't see me over here coughing my lungs out on mute.
You'll be all right, man. We good. Shit. Okay, you gotta cough, shit.
But go into the next.
Yeah.
So we got Gunna.
Yeah.
Man. I want to start out by saying this, man, before we just go deep into the Gunna shit. I just want to come from a different angle. We talked about the negative impact of hip hop on the youth a few times in the show, right? Mm-hmm. So here you got this nigga Gunna. Your name Gunna, that means you're a shooter in the streets. That's why your name Gunna, right? Mm-hmm. And you've been rapping to the youth about keeping it 100 and staying down and loyal and not snitching and sticking to the code. And the youth follow these niggas, man, to the T. And here we go. Another nigga that's supposed to been down and solid, Young Thug's right-hand man. As soon as he got in there, that nigga got to crying. He been crying the whole time he been in there. You know, they treat me wrong. Got the guard busted because he tried to bring niggas some dope. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as his lawyer worked out some shit to where he throwing the dope in somebody else's car, he done threw the dope over there, done threw the gun over there, and he out of there, man. So the message to the youth, man, stop following these niggas, man. Stop believing this shit these niggas rapping about, man. That shit, these niggas is not who they say they are, man. Don't get yourself caught up out here, man, doing stupid shit, thinking it's some type of code, man. It's very, very, very few that's gonna stick to it. The percentages are low in the motherfucker. Yeah. So my thing, man, don't be out here doing no bullshit with no other niggas, man. If you gotta do something and you wanna do something, man, do it by your goddamn self. Right. Cause these niggas hurt, boy. That nigga at home. Yeah. He at home right now.
And I want to play this clip because some people are saying that what Gunna did is not snitching. But so I want to play the clip of what transpired in the courtroom. One moment.
That nigga snitching, my understanding. I could be wrong, but from my understanding,
100%
of how the shit goes, the nigga different tell.
100%. I'm talking about, and shit, he was in the courtroom. Yeah, here you go.
Hold on 1 second. Let me play it.
It wasn't like shit. If a motherfucker can say zero was snitching, this is definitely snitching right here. Zero wasn't shit, but on the news. This nigga was in the courtroom.
So here it is.
Cause our communities. Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that the statements are true. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
Oh, Judge Euro Geinville.
So check this out, right? We've had the debate on the show, right. You know, set the record straight or snitching, right? So he didn't say it's Young Thug shit, right? He didn't say it's his.
Right.
But they asked the nigga, was you in the car with the nigga or with the nigga? And this was found. And he said, yeah, that was found. And they asked him, is that your shit? He said no. So this comes down to the fundamental question again. This is a debate right here. Is he snitching or is he setting the record straight? He just saying it's not mine. But
you're right. Yeah, that's what he's supposed. I mean, if it ain't it, that's what he's supposed to say. No, it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he didn't say it was his, or at least that wasn't in that particular statement. You know what I'm saying? But
so according to the streets and the code, it's up to the prosecutors to prove that it was thugs.
Exactly, for sure.
So did the nigga snitch?
As far as that part goes,
Yeah.
No, no.
So where the snitching part come in at?
The beginning, the first part, when they asked them about YSL being a gang, did you know that they was a gang? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Did you know that, you know what I'm saying, your music and your career was furthering the gang and these active? Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's cut and dry right there to me. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers were saying, you know, because it wasn't actually during the trial. He ain't actually on the stand pointing motherfuckers out and shit like that. People saying that he ain't snitch in that particular aspect, which that don't really matter.
And see, this is why we gotta throw this cold shit in the trash, right? You got a major rapper like Sauce Walker, right? Then you got a major rapper like Boosie. Got a major rapper like 600 Breezy. 600 Breezy say the nigga ain't snitching. Street nigga. Boosie and Sauce Walker say the nigga snitching. Street niggas.
Yeah.
So where's the discrepancy coming in the code, my nigga? Obviously, the code is not across the board, and people don't understand this shit. So why the fuck is niggas beholden to this shit?
Man, see, it's partly because of what the fuck the case, how the case even playing out. He's just fucking.
I mean, why are niggas beholden to something that we can't even get a basic understanding of?
The shit fucked up because we ain't
like, this ain't no bullshit. This is life and freedom and death, my nigga. And niggas don't even get the. It ain't 2 + 2 = 4. It ain't like that. So how can we be mad at Gunna?
Now we don't need to be mad at Gunna. Young Thug need to be mad at Gunna because that man admitted that YSL is a gang,
right?
And that was the issue to begin with.
Yeah, right. That was one of the issues to begin with. But you know, shit, Gunna one of them Crime Stopper. You know what I mean? He was on Crime Stoppers back in the day too. So you know what I'm saying? You should already knew which direction he was gonna go. Everybody knew what the fuck was gonna happen with Gunna when they put his name in the RICO case. Everybody already knew he was gonna be the first one coming home. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
And that's an example, like we talking earlier, judging the book by its cover. We knew that nigga wasn't for the state too. That nigga wasn't for the hold on, man. That nigga there, no sir.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, you know what I'm saying? It's a street code that the streets ain't even abiding by no more. You know what I'm saying? That young niggas is getting caught up in. The older niggas got young niggas thinking they supposed to abide by and shit like that they don't even abide by.
So the question of the night is to snitch or not to snitch, right? Okay, we got people like Charleston White out here, right? And he says that black people have been tricked into following these mafia codes, right? And he said these are mafia mob codes that we place on children up until adult age if they get out here in the streets. He said that's not even our shit. He said our mothers taught us to tell the motherfucking truth. If you wrong, son, tell the motherfucking truth. So, are we following somebody else's culture? Cause this street shit is, I mean,
well, this always been my angle with the shit, man. To be honest with you, it always go back to the police shit. It go back to the whole slave catcher, the police. They dirty, they mass incarceration. You know what I'm saying? It always come back to that with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fuck the police. I don't fuck the police, motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying? As far as that go, I'm always for a nigga standing out if he ain't done no heinous shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't the type of nigga that just gonna tell on a nigga about nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But you know, it's
because you don't want to.
I think where it come to us, I think that's where it involves our culture at. Go back to slavery and not being caught up with the slave catching and shit. We trying to get away.
So due to the brutal terroristic acts of the police in America, we don't want to be caught on the side of the police, and we damn sure don't want to give up our brother or sister, our partner to the police just because they're the police.
Exactly, and that's even with you know what I'm saying, normal regular people in the neighborhood. Some normal regular people don't want to tell on people just because they don't want to give them up to the police. It ain't necessarily about, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to snitch and shit like that. But if they ain't doing nothing, you know what I'm saying, killing motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, shooting up the block and shit like that, they don't want to tell them motherfuckers just because they don't want to see motherfuckers go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
And just to add on,
shit. Go ahead.
and just to add on for a second, we got this trial here in Fort Worth, right? Where this white police officer, Officer Dean, went in the, got a call that, it could be a possible burglary. Because the lady door was open. So he went over there, went in the backyard, right. Peeping through the woman window. She sees somebody peeping through the window, pull out a, piece, and he shoot her, boom, kill her, right? So this nigga on trial, the white boy on trial, and we want justice, right? We want the cop to go to the prison, right? But I still feel funny rooting for the prosecutors because they not on my side either.
Nah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, they over sentence and railroad black men and women every day in the courtroom. These are, you know what I'm saying? So this, it's crazy, man. My suggestion to everybody, man, don't be out here doing bullshit, my nigga. So you won't have to make no decision on snitching and not snitching.
That's really what it comes down to, and that's the reason why Gunna is even in this shit, nigga. You was involved in some shit one way or another. You know what I'm saying? You knew what the fuck was going on. So yeah, we motherfuckers can look at you like, yeah, nigga, you snitching, that's some whole ass shit. Like, nigga, you a rat. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So because you was actually there and involved.
Affiliated.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if you weren't affiliated and shit like that, you know what I mean? That might be a different story.
Yeah. I think that in that particular case, whatever their deal was, they really set those questions up in a way for me, I feel like the way they set the questions up for Gunna is railroads the other ones. Because once he confirmed that it is a gang and it operate as such, and now how can the others come and deny it? Because that's the only thing that they got banking on.
I think that Thug gonna get some time. I don't think it's gonna be a lot though. I think the most he gets 10.
That's a lot.
Not for the RICO case.
Yeah.
RICO, you get 20 and 30s lives. I think I heard today that there's some key evidence got thrown out.
Yeah.
So his lawyers are definitely working for him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man.
But I had just seen I think it was a few days ago, or maybe like a couple of weeks ago, right before Gunna got out, it was some more evidence that had got, you know what I'm saying, brought in. You know what I'm saying? Right before that nigga had, right before this nigga got out.
The co-founder got out too.
Yeah, him too.
He copped a plea, a deal.
Yeah, so
man, thugger.
It's looking ugly, man.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the community will treat Gunna or speak of Gunna the same way how they did 6ix9ine?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Because you know what's crazy is, for me, I feel like in 6ix9ine case, these people really, even though he was dealing with these folk, they really tried to take this man's life. And he told them.
With 6ix9ine, it's cut and dry. That nigga like, that nigga, him, did this, and that. Regardless of how they treated the nigga, it is no doubt, it is no debate, it is no speculation, that nigga is a snitch.
But snitching is snitching, though. It don't matter. Like, what's the difference?
Well,
like,
no, I know, but it's not cut and dry with Gunna.
It's the same thing to me. It's still snitching.
You're right, but with Gunna, people still saying he did. With 6ix9ine, ain't nobody on the planet saying he didn't.
I don't think he did.
Oh, well, you're the first one, man.
Because listen, that's why I draw the line.
That's why you're not in the streets, my nigga.
Right. See, that's the difference.
That's why I'm not, because you ain't finna do nothing to me, and then I gotta sit there and protect your innocence. No, it was him. Lock them up.
Nah, you supposed to go ahead, you supposed to get some get back. If you're in the streets, you supposed to get some get back. You ain't
See, I don't mind. See, I'm the type, like, if somebody do something to me, like if you cause me bodily harm, like I'm the wrong one to cause bodily harm to. Do not
But you know what's funny?
bodily harm, because I will weaponize the police. I will call them in hopes they come.
Yeah, I mean
that's
what the average normal civilian is supposed to do, or can do.
You know what's fucked up? When Mexicans snitch on black people, they people don't call them no snitch. When other races snitch on black people, they people let them make it.
Yeah.
But with us,
some fucked
snitching. You know, we don't lack no motherfucking. We don't have no racial cohesiveness, my nigga. Like some shit, like they would say, like what's the nigga American Gangster? What's the nigga name?
Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas. That nigga told on police.
Mm-hmm. Right.
For me, that's I give a nigga a pass.
Yeah, me too. Shit.
But according to the code, snitching and snitching.
Yeah, they say
the niggas on Freeway Ricky Ross, he snitched on police. He ain't snitching on niggas. He a rat. But with the Italians, fuck the bully. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? With the Mexicans, the Latinos, hey, fuck him, Missy. Fuck him, Missy. Shit crazy in the motherfucker, man.
Man, I feel you.
I'm glad I'm out the motherfucking criminal life. I was in the criminal life. Can't nobody ever say I put them in prison. I done been to prison. I've been twice. Can't nobody say I did shit to put them in prison. I'm glad I'm out because I think differently now. If motherfucker takes you out for they want to take it, I don't give a fuck.
Listen, going to visitation was enough for me to know that I do not ever, because I felt institutionalized just from going to visitation. You know what I'm saying? I used to, you know how you go to visitation, you get to get the big ass burgers out the vending machine and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And wherever you go, and it's always
I had got to the point where just a normal day, I want some prison food.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell y'all something. Anybody out there listening is under age 25. Prison is for losers, my nigga.
Man.
Ain't nothing cool about that shit. That shit is horrible. And nigga, that shit is whack, my nigga.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. It's very bad on your loved ones that you leave.
Especially if you have children. And it don't take long. You think you get 2 years and you just can get back out there with your children. A lot can happen in 2 years. A lot of things can be impressed on their mind in 2 years that you weren't there to stop, my nigga. Trust me, I know. I did 2 years twice, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing, you know, is these rappers, you know what I'm saying, that talk to the street life and then that, you know what I'm saying, that got so much influence over certain segments of the youth, I would say, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean. They talk that 90% of them talk that shit, and they ain't about none of that shit. But the other 10%, you know what I'm saying, and that shit is rising, is looking up. You know what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this too. While y'all be out here in these streets talking down on women, acting like y'all hate black women and all of that. Money over bitches, fuck these hoes, it's me and my niggas. I live for my nigga, I die for my nigga, and all that type of shit. Those men are not coming down there to see y'all in prison. They not gonna help y'all get through y'all bid. The only motherfucker that gonna be there is your woman, a black woman, which is gonna be either the woman you with and your mama and them, your sister and them, or something like that, or 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, you might get one of those dudes that put a fat white lady in the car and she probably be down there.
Let me tell y'all something. I've been to the penitentiary twice, and I stayed in visitation rooms. I was a good nigga out here, so people supported me when I was in there. But check this out. Number 1 visitors is your mama. Number 2 is your baby mama. Number 3 is your wife or girlfriend. Number 4 is your daddy, your brothers or cousins. Number 5 is some white hoe you done pulled up. Number 6 is your partners, nigga. That's a fact, nigga.
And that's if it gets to number 6, because your partners, your partners, I'm gonna tell you what your partner's gonna do. This is what I seen happen. Soon as you get locked up, they finna put a little money on your book. They gonna come them first 2 visitations. After that, they ain't fucking with you.
Yeah. Because it'll
be some time where they'll start feeling guilty down the line, like you got a whole bunch of time. They start feeling guilty down the line, and they feel like they forced to now let me come down there and see you, that type of shit.
I did some research, right? The third most reason why women are in prison behind drugs and sex trafficking.
Women?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 3 reason is bringing illegal substances into penitentiaries.
Damn, straight up.
Listen, I seen that happen one time when my ex was locked up or whatever. We sitting there on the bench because you could bring food to barbecue or whatever down there. So we sitting there on the bench. We see somebody walking out. Well, he had been in there in a while. I'm like, why the fuck the visitors getting locked up? I ain't understand it. He was like, they trying to sneak something in. And he had told me, he was like, I'm gonna tell you something. I never asked you to do no shit like that. Any nigga that'll ask a woman to bring some shit in, don't give a fuck about her. That's what he told me. He was like, I never tell you to do no shit like that.
Look, I got a crazy, my wife hard head in the motherfucker. She was willing to do whatever. She was even suggesting shit, scaring the shit out of me. Look her, no. She touching on me in visitation. Don't touch me, my nigga. I don't want to do. I'm not doing none of this shit. Fuck them. No. I'm not breaking no rules, my nigga. I'm good right here. Yeah, you ain't gotta bring me nothing.
Broke some rules now.
Nah, I ain't break no rules in the penitentiary that second time. Nigga mad at me. Yeah.
Now it'll been times where like he could it'll be some like simple stuff. He'll slip to me. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't never bring nothing.
When I got out the penitentiary that second time, my wife's supposed to pick me up from the pen and take me to the halfway house. Supposed to pick me up from the Fort Worth Federal Facility, take me to the halfway house on Avenue J. This motherfucker picked me up and stopped by the weed house. Nigga, I was motherfucking like, what the fuck is you? Nigga, I almost got out that hole and walked. Quit being scary. What? So, yeah, we in that motherfucker, man. Motherfucker crazy, man. Yeah, got a different type of wife, so. She told me quit being scary. I just did 2 motherfucking years on the first day. You could have pulled up to the trap.
Yeah, she was tripping. She was trying to look out for. She was trying to get you right, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she
could get them. She wasn't. It was for her. Well, you wasn't for me. I wasn't finna smoke a motherfucking thing.
Well, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I'm a square ass nigga. She wasn't got me out there.
I know. I can believe. But nah, so like the same question, you know what I'm saying? As far as Gunna, now that he out, you know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be able to continue his career? Is he still gonna be able to do shows? Is he still doing shows?
Let me tell you something.
Or niggas ain't fucking with him. What's going on?
It's already an article on Instagram right now saying Gunna just donated $100,000 to some children, some type of program in Atlanta.
I see.
And people in the comments cheering him on. Social, nigga, man, he gonna be just fine. This nigga 6'9" is selling out shows in Dubai. Just fine, my nigga. Nothing that you could bounce back from anything, man. Young Thug was a nigga that wore a dress, painted his nails, and did all types of fruitcake shit. And the hardest nigga screaming "Free Thugger." He's gonna be just fine, man. Everybody gonna be fine, man. It's 9 billion, 10 billion motherfuckers on the planet, man. You gonna get
so even if Thugger, you know what I'm saying, even after the whole thing play out, and he like, you know what I'm saying, this nigga, he one of the ones that got us fucked up on this shit, got me locked up. Even if he come out and say that shit, niggas still gonna fuck with him?
Yes. Yes.
Hey,
I don't think so.
I don't necessarily
I
think
don't
so
know
either.
if
I
like
don't know.
right now, but if Thugger was to come and like,
Right. That
if
might be
Thugger
something different.
was to come, see, people don't really. A lot of people fuck with Young Thug for real.
Mhm.
If
That's
he
what I'm
was
saying.
to and denounce Gunna, they
Let me
not
tell
gonna.
y'all something. People that already forgot about Trey beat zero ass. Trey already doing
I
shit
seen
in
it. I
Houston.
seen it. Yeah,
Trey
he on
already doing
all
shit in
the games,
Houston, and
basketball
motherfuckers just
games.
loving it and shit. Trey. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, motherfuckers gonna be mad at Gunna for a minute. They're gonna type and swipe shit on their Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. He gonna drop some music and let that shit be dope. They gonna buy it and be like, you know what? Gunna, you're all right with me. Because DA, you cannot just show me an example where ain't nobody bounced back. R. Kelly could get out right now and sell out a motherfucking arena. And this nigga done
Well,
pissed
R.
on
Kelly
his
got so
women.
many people supporting him right now, though, which is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody can bounce back. Kanye gonna bounce back.
Oh shit, that ain't got to bounce back mentally first before he can bounce back. You know
No,
what
we
I'm saying?
don't. No, we don't. All you gotta do is come out with the Donda 2 and it be dope. Bounce
Shit.
back.
Shit.
Come out with the fresh pair of Yeezys. Bounce back.
Okay, well, let's get into this school post
Well, get into it then.
before I cough my lungs up. This
Let's
school
do it.
post is, if we're being honest, Master P was the weakest link on No Limit.
Okay. Can I go first?
Yeah,
Master
I'll let
P
you go
got
first.
the
Now,
hook
some
up.
people be prisoners of the moment, right? And I think whoever wrote this asinine post is probably a prisoner of the moment, right?
It had to be.
Man, Master P, the ice cream man. You know what I'm saying? And Master P done came out with some jams, man. How is Master P the weakest link in No Limit?
Yeah, that's
That
what I
nigga,
was.
I mean, to me, Soulja Slim rap better, but I listen to more Master P than I do Soulja Slim. I have.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. To me, it was just impossible to me for Master P to be the weakest link.
Trying to check my crack, got my crack, got my crack. Yeah. Trying to check my crack. Hey, man.
And the person who made the post said, you know, lyrically, you know what I'm saying? They say lyrically he was the weakest link, which I still disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because they had plenty of people on the roster, period, who was worse than P, but not even going to that. You know what I'm saying? P built No Limit off of rapping. You know what I'm saying? He got to where he was at and built that shit from the, you know what I'm saying, for years, because motherfuckers was fucking with him rapping. You know what I'm saying? So back before he even got to the Beats by the Pound No Limit, you know what I'm saying, the shit like that, motherfuckers was already fucking with him as far as rapping go. And then,
Okay, so let me ask you, then Baby and Slim build Cash Money?
they can Slim.
Did Baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That don't mean that Baby is the best rapper. Baby was the Baby wasn't the best rapper though.
I know, but
you feel it don't mean
right,
the best
because
rapper.
but Baby wasn't the main rapper either. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
Right. He was the main rapper. He was the one. You know what I'm saying? And then even with TRU, to me, he better than shit. He better than Silk. You know what I'm saying? That's, to me, that's a hands down. He better than Silk.
Master P is not better than Silk.
And he better than C Murder.
Not better
To
than
me,
Silk lyrically. Now
I don't know about C Murder, but the nigga definitely better than Silk. Whoever wrote that either go on snitch on themselves and come forward and explain themselves.
and the way y'all sit up here talking about who wrote that, y'all talking, playing in my face. Y'all know I did.
Okay, well, ma'am, explain yourself.
I think, like, when you think about the people, we ain't talking about Mr. Servon, Skullduggery, them folk, right? Because nobody thinks about them anyway when you think about No Limit. You don't even think about Cain and Abel when you think about No Limit.
he's better. Yeah,
when you think about like the main ones like Silk, P, Mia X, Fiend, Young Bleed, Mac, Slim, Soulja Slim, like when you those guys, right? amongst those people, lyrically, Master P is the worst. Now, as far as riding a beat, Silk is the worst as that. He has a horrible flow. But now people are taking to that flow. You could hear that in these days. As far as lyrics, bar for bar, Silk was better than Master P.
Well, we just can't say nothing about bars when it comes to each one of them. We got to bring up something different. You know what I'm saying? Who was jamming the most? Pete. Who made the best songs? Pete. Who you know what I'm saying? Who made the best albums?
He was the star. Pete. You know what I'm saying?
So
I mean, how many albums did Pete have versus Silk though?
About the same. Cause Pete had Ice Cream. He had Ice Cream Man.
Charge It to the Game and
Ghetto
the
B.
Silk the Shocker album. You know,
they had about the same 3 to 4 piece. Yeah.
And then even on they
had that Bout It. What is that, Mr. Ice Cream Man?
That nigga had Ice Cream Man, Ghetto D, The Last Don. That's 3 right there.
Postmates, Post Checkmate or some shit.
Yeah,
that's when it was over with.
Yeah, that's when it was over. But you know what I'm saying? Even on the TRU albums, you know what I'm saying? Like he was still the man on them albums. He was out rapping. He was out rapping Silk and C-Murder. He was out rapping Silk and C-Murder.
Y'all got to keep in mind, finna tell y'all this will finna get y'all.
Oh boy.
Master P albums are usually, they really like compilation albums.
So it's Silk. All of niggas albums compilation albums.
Yeah, they pretty much, No Limit albums are pretty much compilation albums, right?
He was the man.
The majority of them are. Now, with that
being
like
said, Percy just said.
I like Percy. I like him. Real bad. But what I'm saying is, if you take all things into consideration and you just narrow it down to just the lyrics, the skill set as far as the lyrics, Silk is better than Master P in that regard.
See, the author of that post should have started off by saying, unpopular opinion, Master P is the weakest link. Then,
of course,
like, okay, well, this is one of the situations where you, in the minority of the world, think that nigga was the weakest link. So, yeah, you debate some shit, but you just debating one of your personal, unpopular opinions. Like, I don't think 400 degrees is dope.
Of course, it's my personal opinion.
Niggas think I'm silly. I am. Because everybody else think it's dope. So you just need to say, you need to agree to being silly about this one.
So you want me to agree? It ain't even gotta be that deep. You could just disagree with me.
Yeah. That's just like I said, man. P from the beginning, he built No Limit. You know what I'm saying? He was the one. He was out rapping all them niggas from the beginning. And like I say, you know, when it came down to it, yeah, he wasn't fucking with Mystical and, you know what I'm saying, Soulja Slim and them as far as that lyrically, but he was definitely better than, like I said, he's better than Silk. I don't give a fuck.
So you telling me you said he was out rapping all them niggas in the beginning?
Yeah, I'm talking about before the beats about a pound, you know what I'm saying, No Limit, before that shit came together. But he got to that point off of, you know what I'm saying, him rapping and building his career off him rapping and doing shows.
People was jamming Master P, thought he was dope.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And then the other niggas came to the roster and be like, oh, well, that nigga can rap. He can really rap. But that don't negate the fact that Pete was once dope in a motherfucker in people's mind. And he was.
And that's how he got the deal. That's how he even got the deal. And it was after he got the deal.
Maybe you were too young, because I know you're a little younger than us, and you weren't out there in the trenches like that doing the Master P stuff. You know,
because it was after he got the deal is when all the motherfuckers came and started dropping them albums and shit.
I'm trying to give you a way out.
Mystical.
So the thing is when you got somebody that's the pioneer of something, they're the trailblazer, they're on the front, they in the front of it. if that's all you got right now, then that's all you can use to draw some type of conclusion about the person, or if that's all you got, that's all you can use. You know what I'm saying?
My job is done here.
Mine's not.
Nah,
Until you get new people on the roster or whatever, and it starts to build up, and you be like, oh, okay, this person is really dope. I don't know. It is. I'm not gonna use any more of my posts on here because I feel like I'm being attacked by the internet.
Protect black women.
Yeah, protect black women.
No, it was a real good post. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a real good post to debate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might have other opinions, but it was a good one.
All right. Well, let's get into this hip hop trivia question. This week's hip hop trivia question is: who was the first famous rapper to go to prison?
Anybody in the comments know about that? What you got, Frank?
Steady being cool, see.
What year was that? What year is that?
Nigga, don't matter. Nigga, we can test your trivia, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? I believe it was Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? And
here we go. But my shit be crazy. Here we go.
Nah,
See, now we got to debate what's famous and what's not.
Because that was what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Steady being cool. See, caught them robberies before Slick Rick went to prison, got deported. That's a fact.
I don't know, but like I said, that's why I threw that little famous in there, because everybody, you know what I'm saying, the whole world knew what was going on with Slick Rick. That Steady B, anybody really, unless you was into hip hop like that, you ain't know what was going on with Steady B.
When the show up, I need an apology. This done went off the rails. The fact that she picked it.
We give an answer. He said, "I believe." Not you believe. Hypothetically, the
answer is right, but you know what I'm saying, because them niggas wasn't famous. Them niggas wasn't no.
Well, how he know who they are?
Because you know who they are, Easy. So what you talking about? Me and you both know.
The answer don't know. Do you?
Well, I'm younger than y'all.
Exactly.
But I'm saying,
you even know Slick Rick was arrested.
I knew Slick Rick had gotten arrested, but I wouldn't have thought
that was at least around the same time. At least.
Well,
but I wouldn't have thought that was I would have thought that wasn't.
We're gonna have to have a staff meeting after the show, because this right
Lord have mercy. I'm just y'all subscribe if y'all wanna fuck around and get the wrong answer to hip hop trivia question. Make sure you subscribe to the show.
Yeah, we're a prestigious institution, man. We got to be on point with the trivia, man. Not saying
y'all drop down in the comments and tell who y'all believe it was, since we over here having faith.
Nah, I already know. I know what it is, but
something is escaping me. It's somebody else.
I was thinking about Lurch, the one that was eating people and shit. Remember Lurch, the horrorcore dude?
Hey, listen. Yeah, horrorcore. Big Lurch. He from Dallas. He from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
I think about that. That was a little late though.
Hey, that nigga's son had hit me up. That nigga's son had hit me up on Facebook trying to sell one of his CDs, trying to get the nigga out. Talking about he got the case, trying to get out of jail and shit.
No, he needs to stay his people eating ass in there.
Hey, that nigga got life. He talking about he trying to get him out.
Eat nigga on the street.
Yeah,
that's what he was trying to do.
Find out you bought the CD, man.
I wasn't fucking with hell. Nah, I wasn't fucking with that nigga.
Anyway.
But so next week we got our, you know what I'm saying, our year-ending show. You know what I'm saying, our album of the year.
Hold on, it's somebody from New York, man.
Man,
It's about to come to me, man. Watch. This trivia, man. This shit here is suspect in these motherfuckers, boy. I swear to God.
It's on point. It's on point.
I already
Yeah.
feel a certain type of way. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So next week we got our, you know, year our year ending show, album of the year, song of the year, all that type of shit. You know, we're gonna talk about all the shit that then went on during the year, albums that done dropped during the year, songs that done dropped, shit like that. So make sure y'all tune in for that shit.
Make sure y'all, you know, get up in the hip hop league, the hip hop school past and present on Facebook, and vote album of the year. We're gonna have the nominations up.
Oh yeah,
going down, man. Hopefully it won't be a farce like the last 2 years, in my opinion. But the people need to speak.
The people speak. The people always speak. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what it is this year.
Yes, indeed. And with that being said, make sure y'all like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
Don't do nothing wrong, kids. These niggas gonna tell them.
School. Time, past and present podcast.